Alright, so hello everybody and welcome to this discussion video. This is going to be something really interesting because you might never have seen me do such thing like this, but I might start doing it obviously. So I want to go ahead and discuss with you guys about something that I just found really interesting on Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005, which is arguably for many people the best Need for Speed game to be ever made in the franchise. This opinion can be debatable though, because there are always people who are going to be either defending this one or they're going to be pulling out different Need for Speed games that are basically for them being better than Most Wanted 05. Unless you're somebody who says that Pro Street or Undercover or any other of these games, because if you say or mention those games, most of these Need for Speed, let's quote unquote fans, will basically start throwing shit at you because you like a game that has somehow gone away with its formula. I mean, I don't understand the hate on Pro Street, I never did. I always loved the game as a kid, even though I played arguably for many people the worst version, the PS2 version. But I don't think it's bad, it's just heavily downgraded because it's on weaker hardware than the one we know on PC or PS3 or Xbox 360, which is of course superior hardware. But yeah, I'm not here to discuss about this one, and I'm not about to discuss how Need for Speed fans are being liked because of these games. I'm rather here to talk about something that I found really interesting. Something that might have never been discussed on this platform before. Something that people can join and discuss with me as well. So, what I want to discuss is the filter. Now you're probably wondering, what kind of filter? Well, the visual filter. Because we have to know and understand that every game has its own visual filters. So, let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, so what I want to say specifically is that Need for Speed Most Wanted, just like every other Need for Speed game, has some visual filter applied to it. Which means it's the coloring and the graphics you see on the gameplay itself. Most Wanted is known for being one of the examples of a game from the so-called piss filter era. It's that yellow, piss yellowish tint color applied to the graphics of the game to provide that visual fidelity. Back in the day, or these old Need for Speed videos you might have watched as a young one, you probably should realize that back in the day when people made these old clips or videos of Need for Speed games, they didn't utilize of having this filter, probably due to graphical limitations of the hardware and how advanced it would be to record a game like this on those computers at the time with high quality settings. But the visual filter of Most Wanted 2005 isn't just the piss filter itself, rather it has another one, and that one is somehow exclusive to the PlayStation 2 version of the game, which I want to discuss a difference between that one and the piss filter one, because it just looks really interesting to me. So, in comparison, as you can see by this gameplay video, here is a Need for Speed Most Wanted running on the PS2. This is all being on the original hardware. Here we also have the Xbox version and the GameCube version. This video footage was by this person, shout out to them, and as you can see there is a big visual difference between the three versions on the 6th generation. Of course, now we're gonna bring another one, which is the one which includes all the console versions. It includes the PS2, Xbox, Xbox 360 and the GameCube. Most Wanted 2005 didn't get a PS3 native release or the Wii native release. The only versions you could play on the PS3 was the backwards compatible downloadable game on PS Store, which expired its license very long time ago, or on Nintendo Wii you were kind of lucky if you had the earlier models probably, or the one that supported backwards compatibility with the GameCube games. You know, the one that supported the opening part where you could insert the GameCube controller and memory card and just play it like that. But for many people, the GameCube version considered to be the worst looking. Well, I mean, I'm kind of surprised considering how GameCube's hardware was actually more superior than the PS2's. But PS2 pulling out this visual style was always something to me. I would actually say that this visual style of PS2 should be natively used for every other version. In all honesty, the Xbox 360 version of the game looks absolutely the best in my opinion, which I think looks even better than the native PC version, which honestly it does. Just look at the comparison. But you can of course mod the PC version to play the Xbox 360 looking one with all of the Xbox 360 stuff, like the mods you can find on the NFS mods website. While the PS2 version, I barely see any mods for these games to get something that would give the PS2 vibes, which is kind of sad because of how kind of nostalgic it looked. The only way you could actually play this is by simply getting the PS2 emulator and then setting stuff up to make it look as nostalgic and or as clean as possible, and then just play that version specifically. But I mean, who would want that? If someone could just, you know, port this visual fidelity and other PS2 exclusive stuff or PS2 edited stuff into the PC version. Just like something with Grand Theft Auto 3 mod, which I also made a video on, which was a short video about the gameplay footage of mod called A Proper Port, which turned the entire game into more of a PC version. Sorry, more of a PS2 version. Which is absolutely the best version of Grand Theft Auto 3 you could get. So yeah, it's kind of sad, honestly. But of course, Need for Speed Most Wanted doesn't have that. And if you remember the older versions of the PS2 emulator, you could basically turn this visual filter off by doing some settings, but that would basically look very, it would look without the character. It would just look like just another same looking open world game, which these visual filters has provided that specific vibe for that specific game. So it's a really debatable question if you prefer the PIS filter on the PC, Xbox 360 and GameCube version, or if you prefer that orange tint on the PS2 and Xbox. In my all honest opinions, I prefer the Xbox and PS2 orange tint version of the filter for this game. Not only because the cutscenes gave me that feeling, but also because it just had like more character to it. And I just can't seem to find like many of the mods like this to provide the best looking PS2 visual fidelity like this. Just by looking at it, it's like you would think it's a completely different game, but it's the same game just with a different visual treatment. And that's absolutely amazing. Something that I also seen on Need for Speed modding scene though is that for Need for Speed Carbon, a game that I would definitely love to see having a console exclusive visuals and stuff on the PC version, I've seen that this game doesn't have too much of them compared to Most Wanted, because Most Wanted at least had the stuff from the Xbox 360 version. Carbon doesn't even have properly any of that. The only thing we have from the console versions is the PS3 visual treatment mod, which is by far the best thing that ever existed, but that's like all of it. And for one of the best mods of the game, being the improvement mod, visual treatment from the PS3 is not compatible with that mod, causing the game to crash. So that's kind of sad, to be honest. But at least we have something, and this visual treatment mod just gives off entirely complete better vibe you remember from Carbon. But back to Most Wanted, I feel like this orange tint filter is just absolutely amazing and more fitting for the game itself. I don't have anything else to say, it's just like from this technical specification, it looks more natural to Most Wanted itself than that yellow filter, because that yellow filter sometimes feels kind of overrated, if I'm gonna be honest. Without any offense, it just feels overrated. And even without any offense, Most Wanted 2005 itself is overrated because of how everyone milked it. And I feel really sad for that. But still, orange filter like this feels more natural to me for the game. Maybe just because I feel nostalgic, maybe I am some kind of nostalgic baiter, I don't know. But like this filter, honestly, just comparing to all of these video clips that I'm showing you right now, just tell me, which one do you prefer more? So yeah, I think this video is already summed up. In all honesty, I prefer the PS2 and Xbox orange tint filter over the PS filter on the GameCube, PC and Xbox 360, because this felt more natural to me to fit the Most Wanted vibe rather than that yellow one. And I think that we need to see this as a mod for the PC version, because I would love to see and play Most Wanted with this filter more than the overused PS filter. I don't want to say it like that, but yeah, Most Wanted 2005 is overrated, and I love the game, but it's just overrated and super over milked by its fans. And even this PS filter thing is also overused from many of the edits and trends like that I've seen on social medias. But other than that, this orange filter felt more natural because it was just basically what I felt like to be. After like playing the game and watching the cutscenes, I felt that the orange filter that I've seen on the PS2 and Xbox version, it fits the vibe more because of the cutscenes and how the game probably was originally intended to look like. Before they somehow gave the more lighten up yellow piece filter. And yeah, before the PCs were even able to handle that filter, because back in the day, like I said, in 2005 you would have to have a lot powerful PC in order to handle highest graphics, and this filter on the PC, the one that came preset with the game itself, if you wanted to record the old videos. But that's all that I have to say. If you have your own thoughts about this or opinions, you can let me know down in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more. I mean, I don't force people to like and subscribe. If they want to, then you can do it. Same goes to joining my Discord server if you would like to join and be a part of our community. You are free and welcome to do so. Thank you very much guys for watching. I might be doing some of the other changes on the server, but yeah, I mean, it's a normal thing. We do the changes all the time before it's like ultimate cool looking place for people to actually feel that the vibe of my server fits what it's supposed to be. And I might also prepare myself to make my own website links, like, you know, one single website to promote all of my links where you can support me, or make my own small website which you could also visit, which would be very cool, honestly. Other than that, thank you very much guys for watching. I hope that everything in this world and internet is going to be fine, because with all of the shit that is happening on the internet, with the digital ID age verification bullshit, which I'm never going to comply and fight, and I'm gonna always fight against, I hope I can get to see the dream of my future for my content creation and using the social media platforms and socializing with people online on platforms like Discord and stuff like that. Other than that, thank you very much guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And hoping that everything is going to turn out to be good, even on the internet with all of that verification ID bullshit being gone forever, and hoping that all of us will fight against it. Other than that, thank you very much guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye and have a great day everyone.